everyone, my name is Des Naomi. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. This channel is all about beauty made simple, where I feature beauty styles and beauty tutorials that are low cost, low time, and low effort. If that seems interesting to you, definitely hit that subscribe button and stick around. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys a tutorial for how to use one of those hair growth secrets that have been swirling around the interwebs called Chebe powder. If you guys aren't familiar with Chebe powder, it's something that a lot of people use to maintain their hair growth. If you see pictures online, it's always shown with this tribe of women who use it to get really long, ridiculously long hair. The interesting thing about Chebe powder is that it is super useful in helping you to get long hair, but not in the way that people talk about it online. People talk about Chebe powder like you put it in your hair and it's this magical growth serum, which is not how it's actually meant to be used. What Chebe powder does is when you put it in your hair, it acts as length retention. It keeps your hair from breaking off. So when we talk about hair growth, what we're talking about is your hair is always growing, but you want your ends to not break off. You want to retain that length. When people say their hair isn't growing, what they really mean is this is growing, but this is breaking off at the same amount of time. So it seems like your hair is at the same length. I'm going to give you guys a tutorial for how you can work the Chebe powder into your own natural hair routine to aid in length retention. All the products I'm using have been listed below. I'm using Chebe powder from Soie Naturale, and also thanks to them for sponsoring this video. I'm also using the hair growth oil from Soie Naturale and the curling cream from African Pride. Now there are kind of two ways to use Chebe powder and work it into your routine. The first and the original way to do it is to actually put the Chebe powder into your hair and then braid your hair and just leave it like that for about 3 days. Wash it out, put it back in, and leave it like that for another 3 days, and just continue to do that over time. The way this works is that the Chebe powder literally keeps your hair from breaking off while it's in those braids. So all of the length is being retained for the entire time that it's in the braids. If you're interested, now would actually be a great time to try this method because we're all in quarantine. No one's gonna see you. So you can really leave your hair in this deep conditioned braided method and not have any consequences, not have to go to work, not have to go to school, have no one see you, and be able to try this method out. If you're not interested in that and want to use this more as a one-time treatment, you're going to use the way I did it, which is method number 2. What you're going to do is put the Chebe powder in your hair and then leave it for a number of hours, however long you want, and then wash it out and go through your regular condition and style process. Obviously, the longer you leave it, the better results, as with the first method. So the way I did it is I put the Chebe powder in at the beginning of the day, and then towards the end of the day, around 6, 7 o'clock, is when I washed it out and did the rest of my routine. So choose your method, and now we're gonna make the powder. What you're gonna wanna do is take about 2 tablespoons of the Chebe powder, and then 3 tablespoons of whatever your favorite cream or conditioner is. If you're using this as a pre-wash, a deep conditioner would actually be a really good choice to mix this with. You can also add in whatever oils you like, whatever fruits, whatever vegetables, literally whatever your hair likes, you can customize and change this recipe to suit you. In addition to the cream, I've added about 5 drops of the growth oil from Soie Naturale. After that, all you have to do is mix it up until it's a paste consistency. To actually put it on your hair, you're going to take it in sections. Moisten the section first, so spray it with a spray bottle or run it under some water until it's damp. Then you're going to add paste to each section. What I like to do is start off with a little bit of paste, try and get the entire section, and then as I'm braiding the hair down, where I'm noticing spaces that I've missed, I'm adding more paste. Do this for every single section. And then once you're done, you can take a look in the mirror, see what you have left over, see any sections that are missing, and again, go over with paste. Now, as I said before, this is not a magical growth serum. This is for length retention. So you really don't need to be putting any paste on your scalp, near your roots. You really want to focus on the length of your hair. After you have all your braids, you can put it underneath a shower cap, a plastic bag, just something to keep the chebe from falling onto the floor as you go about the rest of your day. Leave it on for a number of hours. You could do it for 1, you could do it for 3 to 4, you could do it for the entire day, you could do it overnight. Leave it on for however many hours you want to keep it, and then go through your regular wash process. Now, a lot of people have issues with the chebe sticking in their hair and not fully washing all the way out. I didn't have this issue, and it's because I do something that I advocate all the time, which is finger detangle. Use your fingers. You get so much of a better detangle when you can actually pinpoint every single tangle and work it through with your fingers. It's much more flexible, you have more dexterity with your fingers. It's just so much easier to be able to maneuver when you're using your fingers and you can feel every single thing in your hair rather than with a tool. The same thing applies for this chebe. So when you're actually going through your wash process and trying to rinse it out, it is much easier when you're working it through with your fingers and you can feel where the little chips, where the little pieces of powder are as you're working through. What I did is I did a basic rinse just in the sink, like in my kitchen, before I went into the shower. And then once in the shower, I did my regular shampoo, not really trying to get all the powder out because that wouldn't be effective. With your hair tangled before your wash process, that powder is just gonna stick in there. So trying to shampoo it all the way out is not gonna work. What worked for me is when I actually went in with my finger detangle, I was able to kind of run my fingers through my hair and really just coax all of that powder out. So I detangled, and then with all the hair loosened up and free, I completely rinsed out all the conditioner and then put more conditioner in. So that detangle, just add another step and rinse everything out because that chebe is gonna come out no problem. One thing I do want to say is that this is definitely not like a one-time fix. This is something you really want to work into your routine if you want to see results. If you're not going to do the original method, that all the time method, this is something that would be really good to work in every 2 weeks, once a month, just to have that added strength. I will say, just from using it the one time, my hair felt so strong. Like, I could tell just in the shower because I lost less hair. I don't know about you guys, but to keep my hair from clogging up the drain, when I finger detangle, I take all the little hairs and put them on the shower wall to keep them from going down the drain. So I can always see how much hair I'm losing after every shower. And I could tell with this one, I lost significantly less hair, even though the wash process was actually longer. And then later on, I do a blow dry every single week after I do my wash process. And when I was doing my blow dry this time, my hair was thick. Like, I don't know a better way to describe it, but typically when you do a blow dry, you get, the kind of fine, kind of wispy look, and my hair was thick. Like, it was going through the brush and holding up, like not breaking off. And then even after I finished, typically with my detangling brush, I have that whole mass of hair that you pull it out and you throw it away. There was hardly any hair left in the brush. Like, all of my hair stayed in my head. So definitely works for length retention. Definitely gonna see more results the more you use it over time. So those are my 2 methods for working chebe into your routine. If you guys have used chebe powder in the past and have your own methods, please put them in the comments. Let everyone know how best you make it work for you. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Sway Natural, for sponsoring this video. Again, if you guys want to see the products and use the products that I used in this video, check out the link in the description. I will see you guys next time. Bye.